Be Gold now to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later, hey, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL-caliber arm, I think you could toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
Extra point up and through by Myers, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game? And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Yeah, they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Steps away to his left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. This a 33-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This taken in at the goal line. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to take it, and right down Broadway. Touchdown, 49ers.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum, because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And some room to run now. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And Lance now to throw. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Lance looking to throw it. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And he is going to have a 49ers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Drops this underneath, it's Mitchell. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. On play action, Lance. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Lance again. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep for the... Oh, the Seahawks come after it, and they block it. It's picked up, and this is a live ball, remember. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
Now Myers for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And oh, that is going to be a safety.
I have to think the sooner halftime can get here for them, the better, because that first half has been rough, and that safety, it only adds to their issues. The other sideline, though, I think they're fine if we just skip the break and keep playing.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. Johnson on the return. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. To the air on first down with Pickett. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Pickett to throw on first down. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Myers' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Off play action. Pickett. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gift for Walker running right. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Off of play action, here's Lance. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. They've got his man. Complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Lance. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Lance. That's complete out left to Ayuk. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Let's go. Steal. Check steal. Black open. Move it straight.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football.
No surprise. They try to throw the ball on 4th down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
Well, a little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up,
Get
right?
your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone get your hands up. When the ball gets to the receiver, moment of truth, knock it away.
104 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Walker with another carry. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. He's got him in, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. One heck of a 3rd down conversion, 33 yards.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
Trying the left side with Walker. It's a room to maneuver. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Running left is Walker. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Throwing on 2nd and long. Pickett going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's got it inside the 10. It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 50 yards. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Here's Walker. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Seahawks will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time of the ball game.
And Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Taking it about the 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much... Lance throws the interception, his third. Picked off by Jackrabbit Jenkins. And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Pickett now on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. It's a big play there for Seattle. 53 yards. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Out of the gun, Walker with it. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Pickett. He finds his man Johnson. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Looking to throw again on second down. Pickett. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Niners are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing, but clearly there's some growing still to do.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Hurry!
Throwing on first down is Lance. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
97. 3.
And Lance going to throw. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Shotgun now for Lance. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Hand off here to Walker. And he's got room. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 132 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there, with his third touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point up and through by Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
52.
Now Lance. Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 42 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he is going to lose yardage here. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Lance. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Lance. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Desperation time here. Lance. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw complete there to Johnson. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
On 1st down, Lance. He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Play action. Now it's Lance. Looking for the crossing receiver, and he's got him. It's Samuel. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Well, this has been another impressive display by this undefeated team, Charles, and it looks like they're going to stay that way after this one.
Yeah, one of the league's best offenses. They've stayed on brand in this contest because they continue to look good at what they do. Just added a late touchdown. Now they're really hammering home just how good they've been all year long. Let the rest of the league take notice.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Now a throw here to his running back. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. On play action, Lance. And able to haul it in is Kittle. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, it's Lance. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Cluster. 6. Fury. Yellow.
Lance looking to throw it. And my goodness, another interception. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. But they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Pickett throwing again on second down. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Pickett back to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, set.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted ruins, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. I'd like to be those defensive coaches, though. That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Seahawks, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Kansas City next week. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. the site that many call the loudest in the NFL. We are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City.
Tonight we've got an AFC matchup on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Ready?
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
12. 11. 11, 90.
From the 22, Burrow uses the stiff arm. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
The right way they set him down started. They need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On third down, Burrow. That's the tight end, Hurst, with it. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive.
Well, able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the third down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the first down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the first down. Excellent tackling right there.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense holds on the night's opening drive.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
Quick slant to Valdez-Scantling. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now here's Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
15.
Mahomes going to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown.
Juju Smith-Schuster on a touchdown pass from Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now they will throw it with Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line. Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Gun.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. First and 10 at the 11. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Play action. It's Burrow. He'll buy some time right. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began. And they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Here we go.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Here we go.
Mixing up the middle. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark him down at the 9. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
On 1, right?
On 2nd and goal, 1 man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. They'll give it to him again. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
The credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. Well, they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's a tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. On play action, it's Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
But this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. On the move past the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to move back in front in the second quarter, and already his second touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key for it.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. He'll get this out to his running back, Pirine. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Here we go. 11, Thomas. 11. 11. Shot.
Now Burrow. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it.
On 2, ready?
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Dancing to his left. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. McPherson's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Yellow. Hey, 15.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his second touchdown of the night. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in this third quarter. So a toss play there does the trick as he's into the end zone.
And you don't run this unless you're sure you've got a guy who has the speed who can get to the edge. Because what you're hoping for him to win the race to the corner and turn it upfield to the end zone.
They'll let Mixon try to run it in.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved down from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and it finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
23.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal.
Yellow. Hey, 57 colors.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And it's caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Yellow.
Edwards-Helaire. On Edwards-Helaire, I don't think he got there. He did not. They'll stop him short. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That was a huge play on 3rd down. So now what? Do you go for it? Do you trust your offense? Or do you want to put on your defense to try and get the ball back? Me? I'm going for it right here.
Yellow. Let's go.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
Yellow.
Mahomes will throw for it. Flush to his right.
And he's got it. The try for two is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Burrow. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so it went to his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
They'll drop it off to Perine, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. It'll be Mixon on the out route as the pass is caught. And they're going to get this up to midfield. 3rd down, Mixon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line.
69 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd manageable with that run.
11 empty.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel.
There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
But Charles, he was looking for just a short throw. Kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
On one, ready?
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
11.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Here we go. 11.
First down. Here's Burrow. Buying time to his left. And now Burrow going to be intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back. Drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. Burrow on play action. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. He'll fire this complete to Hurst down the field. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And Burrow going to throw again, eluding the pressure right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
On one, ready?
2nd and goal from the 1. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. After the penalty, it's Mixon. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Third and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Burrow will throw. Being chased out left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 40. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
11 Thomas. 11 Thomas. Stop.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
Here we go. Here we go. 11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Throwing on 2nd down. Burrow. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. A final shot now for Burrow. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs come up with a late turnover, but it will probably matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are inside of the very spacious Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Tonight, we've got a good AFC matchup on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Indianapolis Colts. Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be... That will be a touchback.
Hey, Tuesday.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Check. Go.
Play action. Ryan. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis, and also move the sticks.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
First and 10, Taylor now. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
He's got his man. That's Woods on the out route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Hey, Rick Lance. Hey, bye-bye. Check.
Here's Ryan. Campbell making the catch. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling, and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage, Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Good clean play, no flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
They'll go for it with Edmonds. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
We're all still valiantly searching for the so-called book, right, that tells us what to do in every situation. Everyone kind of knows what it says, but it's never really been written down anywhere. He violated every code on that one, didn't he? Deciding to go for it right there.
Oh, yeah. Your side of the field, this stage of the game, you're supposed to punt the football. He said, who cares? I'm going to light the book on fire.
Yeah, analytics, everyone else, be warned. He's coming for you.
First down, Bridgewater. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And some space here. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Cedric Wilson, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of the game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. After 1, 7-0, on EA Sports.
Ready, blue 80. Check. 58.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running left, Taylor. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Again, it's Taylor. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Pass out left, caught by Woods. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Ryan. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, and what was once a nice drive stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
21.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Now on 2nd and 13, Bridgewater. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, the offense, Charles, they were flirting with disaster, already backed up deep in their own territory. So the interception and the pick six ensued. That was a big play.
It certainly was, and the short field gave him the rare opportunity to take it all the way back and quickly. And once he saw that he had open field, there's no way he's going to let that opportunity slip away, and finds his way into the end zone.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Back to it after the pick six. Bridgewater. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist bump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To throw is Bridgewater. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Catch made here by Campbell. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. But I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
after the sack. Oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Well, a tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down. First throw now for the backup Tua Tagovailoa. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Play action. It's Ryan. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And the Dolphins are going to get the football back at their own 17. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Shaquille Leonard in there to get him, and with it, time will expire here in this first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Bridgewater. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Room here to run. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion for us there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On third down, Ryan. Able to find his man. And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. So many times, tight games decided by one big play. A lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know, head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Woods. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Now it's Ryan. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor, and he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Working his way in there that time, Melvin Ingram to make the stop. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Ryan. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. From 17 yards out, and the Colts are an extra point away from evening this one up. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and throw it his way. What a big-time play right there, both by the quarterback trusting it and by him going up and getting it.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up second down. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Looking to pass. Tua. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. On the right side open is Gesicki. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. They'll try it now with Mostert. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
51. Yeah.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
Hey, 59, ready.
Ryan, a little pop pass, jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's open like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Here's Tua. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. That's Tua's running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
21. Hey, Tuesday.
They go play action now. Ryan. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And Ryan's throw pulled in by Woods. Down inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jelani Woods, 28 yards. And the Colts have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. On first down, Tagovailoa. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Steps away to his left. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Tua going to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Tua. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. They run once more with Taylor. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 30.